Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see in the title, today I am showing you how I do my brows. My brows are very important to me. They frame your face, they make every eye look. Honestly, I don't know what I would do without having my brows filled in. So today in this video, if you're interested in seeing how I, tint my brows, how I fill them in, because I know I don't show that in all of my makeup tutorials. I kind of, either skip that or start the video with my brows already on. Well, if you're interested in seeing how I do them, go ahead and continue watching. So to tint my brows, I take the Just for Men beard dye. I'm taking the shade, I believe, is medium brown. And I like to go through with my nude pencil and outline my brows. That way I stay within that shape. That gives me the shape to my brows like you would get if you were to get your brows professionally tinted. So just go through with that nude pencil, and I like to do the brow mapping that I learned in esthetician school. So you line it up with your nose, and then line it up with the tip of your nose for your arch, and then line it up with the end of your nose for the end of your brow. Go through, make those little lines, and then outline my brow with that pencil. And then I just take good old Aquaphor on a little angled brush and go around my brows. This helps the brow color from bleeding out and making your brows a huge mess. I love this stuff to help keep that brow nice and shape. And then on another angled brush, I just take a good old glob of that product, the base and the color mixed together that you get in that beard kit, and go through and fill in my brows. So I fill them in with a nice thick layer of the dye, because it's like you're almost dyeing your hair but with a brow tint. So it doesn't last that long. It lasts about a week or so for me. I will sometimes tint my brows twice a week if I have the time, but I like to take this and put a generous amount on my brows. And then you can see here I go in with a makeup wipe to really clean up and define that shape. So I let that product sit on my skin for about 15 minutes or so. And then I like to take my Garnier Micellar Water on a cotton pad and get all of the product off. And then I go in and I wash my face. This really will help with taking all of that excess dye off of your skin. That way you're not leaving that dye too long on your skin and you can get allergic reactions that way. So this is how it works. So this is fake. There's like little fake logs in it. So I am filming right now currently within this video. Oh my god, my dog. I'm filming to get ready with me too. So you saw in the intro I had my makeup all done and everything like that. If you're interested in seeing how I got that makeup, that's going to be probably uploaded after this video. But in today's video, I wanted to show how I have been doing my brows, filling them in, tinting them, all of the above. Is just basically a brow video, how I maintain my brows and make them look good whenever I have them on. Or they're basically glued to my face, but whenever you see me with makeup on or even without makeup on, like this, I showed you how I tinted them so that way they always have some sort of color to them and shape. It looks like a professional tint, but it's not. I do it at home. So you would have probably already seen that by now, how I tinted them. So let's just go ahead and get into how I fill them in. I just took my hair out, so it's giving right now, but I'm just going to take one of these little clippy clips, clip back my fringe, the front layers of my hair basically, and begin filling them in. So what I like to take for my brows is a lot of steps. You don't have to take this many steps, but this is just what I do personally. So to start, I am taking my e.l.f. brow pencil. This is a great dupe for the Benefit brow pencil or the Anastasia brow pencil, but it's $6. Like, you can't beat that. For balling on a budget, you cannot beat anything under $10 for makeup, basically. So I take that, I take the spoolie on the back of it and brush the hairs. My brows are finally starting to come in. I used to get them waxed all the time and done and laminated and all of that good jazz, but ever since I quit my job and started going to school full time, I got to do everything on my own. So luckily I am a licensed esthetician, so I kind of have some of these backgrounds as well. But so to start, I start with underlining the bottom of my brow. And I just like to take short little strokes and carve out the bottom of the brow. Start bringing in the shape basically for the brow. Do that on both sides. This is a quick brow routine too. They used to take me so much longer before I started tinting my brows. Now that I tint them, the tint really helps with filling them in a lot faster. So after you have lined the bottom, I like to brush that through just to start getting some product distributed throughout the brow. And then take it and brush your hairs on the top down. So that way it reveals that line that you get at the top of your natural brow. So you can start really filling in the shape. So I take this and I start doing strokes down. I don't do a line. I don't do that harsh Instagram brow anymore. So I just take this and flick it down to get that shape. And then brush up. You can see it's starting to get more defined. So just continue to take the brow pencil and just doing upward strokes. So really going within how the hair grows naturally. Makes them look the most natural. And I like to take the pencil going straight up for the top of my brows. Well, the front. Go straight up. And I'm really holding far back on the pencil too, so it's not giving a bunch of pressure. Because too much pressure really creates like that block brow. It's not 2016 anymore, so we ain't going for that. We're going for full and bushy. And then brush through. Wherever you get product outside of your brow, just kind of brush it, and it almost erases it. So go through and do the same thing to the other side. Brush them down and begin to fill in the top. Because I have like a bald patch at the top of this brow, I do kind of go more and create like that blocky kind of shape. Really get that color in that way. Brush it down. Brush it through. I tint my brows usually like once or twice a week. Just depends on my time that I have to dedicate to my brows. And you can see with my other side, I take my hand and I cross it over my body and go upwards. And then create that little front. And then one thing that I learned from Brianna Fox, and she learned from another beauty person, is take for the front of your brows to blend them out. Just kind of like go like this. Push them outwards and then up. Like so. So that is the first step that I do for my brows. I dropped my mirror. Okay, so for the next step that I like to take for my brows is a brow pen. I really like the one from NYX. It's inexpensive again, so you really get a bang for your buck. I take it in 2 shades. I know I'm extra. I am so sorry. But I like to take the shades Ash Brown and Brunette in the brow pen. You're probably not going to be able to see this, but Ash Brown and Brunette. I take Brunette on the back of my brows, so the end here, because I like to make those a little bit darker than the front of my brows. So take this and just go with the natural hair. Just kind of feather it through. I don't do a lot of strokes, I just do a few. I get asked all the time how I get like those individual brow strokes. This is how. I also like to use this for liner too. Like I want a good brown wing, I'll use this as my liquid liner. Okay, so once you have that feathered through, put the cap on so it doesn't dry out. I really cannot put the cap on while holding a mirror in my hand. But, so take the shade Ash Brown now and go in the front of the brow. I'm holding really far back, so it's really not a lot of pressure. Again. But right, especially where I'm missing hair right here in the front of my brow, I like to put strokes there. And then I'm also missing at the top here. So I like to go in and feather hairs through there. And again, reach over and come at it from like this. And then I will spoolie through them. I bought a bunch of spoolies on Amazon when I had my lash extensions, so I still have a bunch of these just plain old spoolies. And just kind of spoolie through everything, make sure everything's nice and blended and in place. So I'll go through now with my Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in the shade 3, just to add some more texture to my brow hairs. So I like to squint, kind of like so, and not really touching the skin, but more so just getting the fibers in the brow hairs and flick them up. So kind of like so. And then I'll take that spoolie again and comb out the front, going towards my brow, just to diffuse the product. Sometimes I can get a little bit heavy-handed right there. So, like so. And then I'll go in and make sure the brow hairs stay up, because I still like that laminated look, but can't afford the laminated look. This gives you that for sure. This is the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I've had this forever. All of the writing's gone. Always is gone. It's the same way with the Gimme Brow. I don't know if you saw that, but there's no writing on it. So go through and just hold these bad boys up like so. Alright, so I'm gonna go finish filming that Get Ready With Me where I'm showing the makeup in it, and I will be right back.